Presidents walk for peace to fight violence in the community. Women in the military talk about their struggles off the battlefield. And Kaiser Permanente sets a Guinness World Record. Dr. Joanne Schottinger is here to tell us about the big feat. Next on CCN, Crown City News, your neighborhood, seconds away.
Do you have a great business idea? The Pasadena Enterprise Zone can help. The Pasadena Enterprise Zone, open for business.
Hi, I'm Jesse Avila at the Convalescent Aid Society, a nonprofit organization established in 1923. We provide the free loan of durable medical equipment, of hospital beds, wheelchairs, walkers, canes, and many other items. Your donations and contributions are welcome and greatly appreciated. We are located at 3255 East Foothill Boulevard in Pasadena.
We're here to help you!
Please give us a call and check for availability at 626-793-1696.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching CCN Crown City News, your neighborhood. I'm Senada Joshua Madison. Our top story. The death of community activist Victor McClinton from a stray bullet ushered in the new year. Since then, we've had a number of deaths and shootings in the area. Most recently, a 4-year-old toddler was shot and left in critical condition when bullets penetrated a garage door. Although there was a rally in honor of Victor McClinton, most of the shooting victims in the community never get a rally in their honor, and the community moves on, though family and friends are left devastated. Yet the annual Cesar Chavez Peace Rally, which took place this past Saturday, serves as a call to reduce violence in the community and honor those who've suffered. CCN's Paulo Alejandria was at the rally, and here is to tell us all about it, Paulo. So how much were the recent shootings on the minds of the people at the rally?
Oh, it's something that was definitely mentioned, but more so as a backdrop to highlight the overriding theme of the event, which was how to affect a positive change in the community. Residents of all ages across the area banded together to share their intention and desire for a safer community. Although the task of reducing violence often seems hopeless, especially when many see a spike in the frequency of violent crimes in the area, there are those who also see peace and change as possible.
What do you want? Peace! What do you want? Help!
Peace was the word at the annual Cesar Chavez Peace Walk as it made its way from Villa Park to Jackie Robinson Park Saturday morning. The event, hosted by Randy Ertl and El Centro de Acción, comes on the heels of recent violent crimes many see occurring more frequently and in the same general areas in North Pasadena. Ricardo Moreno, pastor at the Pasadena Presbyterian Church, says most people's general tendency to overlook that part of town hurts the community.
When we see Pasadena, people think about the Rose Bowl, people think about Old Town Pasadena, but seldom people focus and think about low-income people and poor people, especially the ones that live in Northeast Pasadena, where lack of resources is an issue.
The event's message of peace and unity seemed to specifically address young people. One of them, 21-year-old Fernando Zavala of Altadena, whose story of personal redemption struck a chord with the crowd, says he wants to help the community by reaching out to others who are currently in the same place he was in just a few years ago.
I was addicted to drugs in high school. I was stuck in it and I just got addicted, you know. A lot of people get addicted, they can't come out, you know. And I want to help people out like that, just to come out of that hole.
Stephen Trejo, a reformed gang member who helped organize Saturday's Peace Walk, says the first step toward affecting change in neighborhoods where crime persists is changing how most people define community.
Community is not the place you live in. Community is a group of people with like ideals. You have community in the neighborhood. These people have a like interest. I'll watch your property, you watch mine. I watch your kids, you watch mine. Now we have community. I see people live across the street from each other for 20 years and they don't talk. There's no community there. Somebody break into your house and I don't care. That's a breakdown of community.
Out here in Villa Park, the theme was clear, that for any sort of positive change to happen in our community, the change must first happen with our youth. Judging from the way these two guys are playing hoops behind me, hopefully that change will come sooner rather than later. In Pasadena, Paulo Alejandria, CCN. The last gentleman in the story, Stephen Trejo, is currently putting together an outreach program for current and former gang members seeking support and a means to reform. If you would like more information regarding Mr. Trejo's efforts, you can contact him at www.ambassadorsforpeace.org. Sunita, back to you.
Thanks for that, Paulo. That was a really great report. I wanted to find out, do you feel that other people in the community are wanting to do changes, or are there other people starting programs as well?
Well, that's the great thing about this event, because people are not just talking about change, they're actually doing something to affect the change. Fernando, the kid that we featured in the story, is actually on a very small scale doing flash mobs, having these spontaneous prayer meetings in random parts of town. So that was the very inspiring thing about this, is people are actually out there trying to make a change.
And really creating that community.
So.
Well, thanks for that, Paulo. Civil rights activist, lawyer, and co-founder of the Advancement Project, Connie Rice, delivered the keynote speech for the event. Speaking of walking around the city, it's going to get easier to find your way around Pasadena. Signs, everywhere signs, going up and welcoming visitors to the iconic Crown City. CCN's newest reporter, Kathleen Mendoza, took a look at all the installations around town and how they're helping local businesses, residents, and tourists alike.
Workers from the City Department of Public Works will work the next few weekends putting up signs around the city of Pasadena. These signs will direct tourists, travelers, and workers to key destinations around the city. We spoke with Administrator of Street Maintenance Andy Torres about the reasons for placing these signs.
The main goal is to enhance navigation for business travelers, tourists, bicyclists, pedestrians, to help them find key destinations around the city.
Colorado and Orange Grove is just one of the 378 locations where signs will be placed. Business owners around the city will be benefiting from the signs as well, like Sona Galoyan.
Signs will help people know where we're located. It's going to help them know how to get here, especially because we're off of Colorado, which is a main street where people are attracted to going.
Local residents like Christopher Solorzano also express a positive attitude towards the placing of signs.
I think it's great that we can direct tourists to the beauties that the city offers.
All signs are expected to be in place by midsummer. In Pasadena, Kathleen Mendoza, CCN.
Thanks, Kathleen. There will be a mixture of craftsman-like sign styles that are placed for both pedestrians and motorists. The $2.2 million project includes about $1.68 million in Proposition C money from the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority, or Metro, and about $512,000 in matching funds from the city. The signs will help city branding and give a unifying small-town feel to a world-class destination. Women can now fight in combat roles, but they also face major conflicts off the battlefield. That story and more when we come back.
This CCN Green Minute is brought to you by Southern California Edison.
Hi, I'm Luna with CCN, and I'm here with Janetta Harris to give us some tips on how customers can save energy and money.
Great. Thank you, Luna. First, I'd like to offer to our customers, if you're in the market for purchasing new appliances, please take a look at the Energy Star emblem that may be on them. You'll see two numbers on them. One number obviously is the purchase price of the appliance. The other number reflects how much energy they will actually save in a year. So make sure we look for those. We not only have them on appliances, but also electronic devices.
And what kind of electronic devices, besides the refrigerators and the kitchen appliances, can customers look for?
We all like computers, right? We all want those laptops. We need printers to get information out. So again, the Energy Star logo will be on those appliances or those electronic devices as well. We have a host of information, a lot of electronic and energy efficiency tips on sce.com/tips, or they can call into our call center at 800-736-4777.
Thanks so much. I'm sure everyone appreciates those ways that they can save money and energy. This has been your Southern California Edison Green Minute.
This CCN Green Minute is brought to you by Southern California Edison.
Women make up nearly 14% of the U.S. military, and organizations in the San Gabriel Valley are lending their support to veterans coping with various traumas after leaving the military. CCN's Lily Nuno attended a panel discussion last week at the Altadena Senior Center to raise awareness about the issues faced by women in the military. Well, we are waiting for that video to come up, and Lily did talk to a number of panelists and community members in the meeting. A lot of the women there didn't know much about the military because, you know, it just isn't something that they were familiar with. A lot of the seniors didn't know a lot of people that were in the military, so this was really an eye-opening panel discussion for them to really meet other women who are in the military currently, especially with the new information that has come out on the combat roles of women. And it looks like we do have that video coming up. It's just going to take us a few more seconds, but because of the other factors that women have in dealing with the video with the military, Lily's piece does talk about also just the sexual harassment cases that they have been faced with. We're going to take a little bit of a break from this story. We're going to try to get our video up. For now, we're going to go up to the weather and check in with CCN's Natalie Trone, who is filling in for Curtis Peak, who is not here today. And it's no fooling. It's April Fool's Day, but the weather is looking great, and we're hoping that the showers don't come in. Naomi, what do we have for the week?
Hello, Sunita. There might be a chance of showers towards the middle of the week. Right now, 62 degrees, winds 9 miles per hour, our humidity 68%, our barometric pressure 30.08. Our sunrise today 6:40, along with our sunset at 7:13. Our lows 50s across the board, 51 coming in at Glendale, Pasadena 52, Alhambra 51. 54 in El Monte, and again 50 in Monrovia. Our highs, 60s across the board, 62 Glendale, Pasadena, Alhambra, Monterey Park, 65 Arcadia, Monrovia, El Monte, and along with West Covina. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We're going to have a ridge build up on Tuesday and Wednesday, bringing us clear skies and warmer temps. Tuesday 73, Wednesday our 80, and then here we go, our chance of rain. Thursday 75, Friday 74, Sunday 74, Saturday 74, Sunday 73, Monday 71. So we're going to have cool temperatures. It's going to be beautiful. Shorts and tank tops, not yet. Sunita, back to you.
You know, I could handle wearing long sleeves for a little bit, but I am ready for the shorts weather. Thanks for that, Naomi. And you can find out more at crowncitynews.com. Well, Guinness makes it official, a new world record in a vital screening for cancer. We have Dr. Joanne Schottinger from Kaiser Permanente in Pasadena to tell us all about that. That's coming up next on Crown City News, your neighborhood.
My name's Reggie. Just recently, my wife and I took in her sister's children. Now, we already had 4, so I went from becoming a family man to a man with a bigger family. Now, you can't eat love, so I don't know how I'm gonna feed them tonight. How was that, Rich?
I think I look more like Denzel.
That's cold, man.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
But it would be safe to keep your distance until there's no secret that will make you smile. Reliable sources say that chicken soup has found their way out of this dangerous, but they are returned.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Guiness called it Kaiser Permanente in Southern California broke the record for the most number of colorectal cancer screenings completed in one day. That's all in an effort to raise awareness for colon cancer, the second deadliest cancer and one of the most preventable. We have Dr. Joanne Schottinger from Kaiser Permanente in Pasadena to tell us more about that. Now, I'm sorry, did I pronounce your name correctly?
Very nicely, Schottinger. Thank
Okay,
you.
not nicely, but thank you for that. So Kaiser completed 7,240 screenings. That's amazing.
In one day, in an 8-hour period.
So whose idea was it to set a world record for colon cancer screening?
It was many of our leaders in Southern California. We have a medical center down in San Diego which held the record previously with, I think, about 600 screens. And we had the idea that if we did it as a region, we could really topple that record. And we knew by about 10 o'clock in the morning that we were going to beat that, ending up the day with over 7,000.
That is just amazing. So all of your patients must have really gotten behind this push.
In every one of our medical centers and medical office buildings, in over 90 buildings, we had drop-off sites where you could bring in a stool kit. We timed a lot of our colonoscopies to be done the same day and sigmoidoscopies. We had big drive-by booths where you could come in and drop off your fit kit, and it was kind of a celebration. Everybody wearing blue for Colon Cancer Awareness Month. We had lots of our blue balloons out, and we'd made a big effort with our gastroenterology department for planning for this for many months.
Why was it so important to set a world record on something like this?
It really helped raise awareness of the need for colon cancer screening. Nationally, the screening rates are only about 2/3 of Americans that should be screened getting screened. And even in Kaiser, where we work very hard at it, our rates are just over 80%. So we know there's a lot of people who haven't heard the message yet that they should be screened. Screening as many as 7,000 people in a day means that there are 18 more people that will not die from colon cancer. The screening is very effective, and we prevented 18 deaths from colon cancer by doing those screens in one day.
Well, those are 18 happy families somewhere out there.
Somewhere.
You mentioned FIT screening. Now, most people think of colonoscopies as the only way to screen for colon cancer, but Kaiser really promotes these FIT screenings, which are at-home screenings, correct?
There are multiple ways to be screened for colon cancer, and this is really an area where it's what we call patient preference care. The best test is the test that you want to do and that you will get done. A FIT test is an easy test. It's a stool sample. You can do it in the privacy of your own bathroom. You can mail the kit right back in a prepaid envelope. It's very easy to perform. A colonoscopy involves getting prepped the night before, taking laxatives, taking a day off work. Because you're sedated, someone has to drive you in, and that's a little bit more inconvenient. The advantage of the colonoscopy is that if any polyps are found, they can be removed. The colonoscopy, if it's normal, only has to be done every 10 years. But the FIT kit, as easy as it is, has to be done every year. So we offer both, and we find that people choose about 50-50, one of those two tests.
So the colonoscopy actually looks farther into the system.
Right. Colonoscopy is an invasive test. There is a sigmoidoscopy that's done without sedation that goes up into about half the colon. Not many people choose to do that test anymore. Most people, if they want to have an invasive test, do the colonoscopy.
Kind of all or nothing, huh?
All or nothing. If your FIT test is positive, about 5% of the FIT tests show blood. you do have to have a colonoscopy for that. So that the colonoscopy sort of, all roads lead to colonoscopy if there's an abnormality.
But if there's not, then you don't have to go through that.
Then you don't have to go again for 10 years.
Procedure. There you go. Now, screenings is definitely one way to prevent cancer. What are other ways to prevent colon cancer?
Well, some of the risk factors for colon cancer you can't change. If you're over 50, that's where 90% of the colon cancer happens. And you can't change the fact that we're getting older. If you have a family history for colon cancer, you should be aware of it, and you may need to be screened earlier if you have a strong family history. But there are some definite lifestyle modifications that can be made to really lower your risk. First, like everything, don't smoke. And if you are a smoker, ask your doctor, get some help quitting. Colon cancer is very much related to the diet that we have, particularly in this country.
Tell me more about that.
Tell you a lot more about
Quickly,
that.
we only have a little bit of
emphasis
time,
on less red meat, less processed food, getting at least 5 fruits and vegetables a day, maintaining an ideal body weight, and exercise, at least 150 minutes of exercise.
All those things we know we're supposed to be doing,
all
right?
those things we should be doing for our heart can help prevent cancer
for
too.
all the different cancers. But thank you so much for all that you're doing with colon cancer. And are you looking to break your own record next year?
We certainly might. We think we can.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Well, do you have what it takes to defend yourself if you were physically attacked? We have One Woman's mission to empower women to know their strength. That's coming up on CCN Crown City News, your neighborhood.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're gonna be hanging out a little bit more.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero oír. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
TMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED!
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
Imagine the horrible that you are walking on your way to meet your friends when you're suddenly attacked. Would you know how to defend yourself? CCN's TK Trinidad talked with one woman with a mission to train all women to defend themselves.
I'm here at a self-defense training class put on by FemDefend owner Jamie Barton, whose whole goal is to empower women to protect themselves in dangerous situations.
When actress Jill Joseph had her baby, she felt the urge to buy a weapon to protect her and her family. Her husband suggested she try a self-defense class first.
I recently had a baby, so I was like always really paranoid that something was going to happen, and thought, you know, without a gun I wouldn't be able to like defend myself or anything. So I was like, okay, I'll take this class, and took Jamie's class, and now I feel like I'm like there's no need for me to arm myself.
FemDefend owner Jamie Barton had an incredible tragic experience 25 years ago that led her to seek out how to protect herself and in turn wanted to motivate women to take their personal safety seriously in a world of unfortunate reality.
A very good friend of mine was going to meet a bunch of us girls for a nice dinner out and she never showed up. And what happened is that she did show up, and as we were sitting there having a good time waiting for her, this is before cell phones, she didn't want to pay for valet parking, so she parked on a dimly lit street, and she parked, and as she was walking to us, she was apprehended, drug into a van, taken out into the desert, brutally raped, and left for dead.
Fast forward to today, Jamie has been on a mission to empower women. Don't let her frame fool you. From training in Taekwondo to impact personal safety classes, Barton is always expanding her knowledge because she believes that there is no one way to defend yourself. But you might find yourself in a situation where immediate help isn't available.
I often go hiking at 5 o'clock in the morning when there's not a lot of people out and about, and so you can't always rely on strangers to help should you be a victim of a violent crime.
Whether it's your first class or your 20th class, Jamie wants you to make sure through practice and repetition, you leave her class with confidence so that if anything were to happen, the last thing you would do is freeze up.
The whole goal is to have them come to me and leave with more than they came with the confidence and the ability to, if anything should ever happen to them, that they will be able to effectively and efficiently get out of that situation.
The most important tip Jamie has for women is to always be prepared. I'm TK Trinidad, CCN.
FemDefend courses are in Pasadena at the YWCA. Jamie also has classes in Burbank and will travel to any location in LA area. Check out our website at femdefend.com for more information. Well, that's it for this newscast. We will get that video on women in the military up next week. Please reach out to us with news tips and community news at crowncitynews.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter to keep updated on the latest. For this newscast, thanks to Joanne Schottinger from Kaiser Permanente for joining us in studio. Thanks to all of our sponsors, including Southern California Edison, Wink Marketing, Dr. Fareed Zarif, and the Pasadena Enterprise Center office building with available space. Thanks also to the CCN crew. They make this show possible. And finally, we thank you for watching CCN Crown City News. Join us each week as we cover the news in Pasadena and the San Gabriel Valley. For all of us here at CCN, I'm Sunita Joshua Madison. Have a great week.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Smits, and I want to talk to you about 5 Acres, a very special place.